Good afternoon, colleagues. I'd like to draw your attention to the project of Elginsky coal complex. Elga is one of the largest deposits, answering to all the requirements of modern business and the development of the coal industry and the program for the development of the Far East presented by the government of the Russian Federation. It is situated in the Far East in Sakha, Yakutia, in the central part of Tankisky coal-bearing region. The strategic advantages is that 2.1 billion tons are the general reserves, 1.95 billion tons of coking oil, and it is coal with low in serum and phosphorus, and a coal which is one of the most deficit brands in the world. The difficulties are in the logistics of sales and the situation, the disposition and location of the basin. We have certain advantages in that respect. We are situated quite close to the ports, and our main consumers are the representatives of the Asian market of APR. We see that we are actually targeting at the Asian market, which is consuming more than 70% of metal deposits, metal raw materials, and we are actually aiming at Port Vanina, which is the main transportation hub from where we ship our deposits. The most important aspect I would like to dwell on is lowering the tariffs, which may be important. The next point I would like to draw your attention to is the necessity of using open cut fields. There are deposits which will allow us to recover more than 35 billion raw materials, with 26 million traded goods as our ultimate aim. This will allow us to coincide with any phase of the economic cycle, and which serves for the sustainability of and stability of our industry. The integration of all processes also contributes to the success factor. Mitchell also has experience in carrying out large-scale operations. More than 1 billion rubles was invested into a large-scale projects. We have a lot of experience in selling on the Asian market, where we've been working starting from the 1980s, having more than 30-year experience on the market. I would like to draw your attention to the scale of the construction. All the project documentation was passed by Glav Expertise. We have gone through the first steps of developing the site without any infrastructure in the region. We have built more than 86 billion bridges and hydro technical facilities. We have built a railway, which has opened the access to the raw materials of the Tankinsky district, where billions of ferrous ore, coal, and gold are situated. We have built an open-cut coal mine and will recover 4 million tons of coal, have built a processing factory, which allows us to manufacture finished goods and to create value-added products. Khafizov of Russia is realizing the project of energy supply of a number of companies. Approximately 70% of the work on energy supply has been already completed. We have started selling our products aimed at target markets of Elginsky coal. More than 3 million tons are being realized and sold both on the domestic and international markets. Our substations in the Far East are metallurgical companies and are working with the aid and on the basis of coking coal. And we are also realizing a number of social projects, building towns and villages, house dwellings and cultural sites, attracting employees from Khabarovsky Krai, Primorye, from Irkutsky district, creating jobs. Thousands of jobs for the population of the area. More than $2.7 billion have been realized in the project, invested in the project. More than $2 billion have been paid in taxes, and we are paying back taxes to the government. In other words, we have created a foundation which will allow us to move along the other phases of the project, that is building infrastructure, a number of factories, and 35 billion recovery, and a total development for 50 billion rubles. We can be sure in saying right now that we have created a new center for coal mining, which has become one of the largest and most prospective projects in the world.
It has key potential, which I mentioned earlier, and it is in line with all the requirements, including the government requirements. The tax revenues will be about 200 billion rubles. There will be new jobs created in 4 regions of Russia, and this will be a point of growth which will incentivize the development of adjacent sectors and also the social sector. So this is a new page in the history of Russia's development. Thank you.